Welcome to the Wealth Transfer with TC. Today, I'm going to give another warning concerning about holding physical gold. I want to share my story when I went in to go talk to a silver and gold dealer. And many of you are going to be shocked because when the time comes and you go to try to exchange your gold, a lot of people are going to get turned down. So I want to share the story because there's a lot of people out there, whether it's in the prophetic or whether it's in the world like Bitcoin news, they're always pumping and promoting gold hitting 5, 10,000. Now, it's not that I don't think that it can go to 5 or 10,000, especially during a short squeeze, but the majority of people are not going to be able to take advantage of those high prices. I recently have done videos on the dangers of holding physical gold, thinking that you're going to be able to exchange it at a way higher price. And one of the things that I shared with you, that if silver goes like over $100, if gold goes over $5,000, it's going to start to put a strain on manufacturing. And what would happen is that these companies would start looking for cheaper alternatives if gold went up that high and stayed that high. So looking at the gold price right now, it's $3,205 per ounce, and silver is $32.43. Now, gold has always been a hedge against inflation, but what has happened is that it's turned into an investment, as if it's going to go to, even in some cases, people have prophesied, or even the world has said 20,000. And of course, that would cause inflation in all the products, everything ranging from medical to electronics. It would cause inflation in all of those areas of manufacturing. And what we have to be careful of is that you are not being used for exit liquidity at this point. So I went into this business that had a gold and silver exchange. And I asked the guys some questions, and it was my opportunity, because this is something that I've wanted to do for some time, to prove the point of what I've been saying. And so I asked him what he thought about the price of gold hitting 10 or 20,000. And he scoffed. And then he said that when gold recently hit 3,500. He said when gold hit 3,500, he said he had a line of people trying to exchange their gold. And he said he didn't buy any gold at all because he said that the price of gold is overvalued. He's like, what am I going to do? Make money, make a few bucks on the spread? He said even at 3,200, gold is overvalued. I proceeded to ask him about silver. He said that's where you're going to make your money, is in silver. He had said that there was a recent news article about more uses for silver, which could help the price of silver go up. And he said that's where you're going to make your money, is in silver, not in gold. I said people have been saying that silver is going up to $100, and he tended to somewhat agree with me as far as silver. And so this is the danger, folks, because he said there was a line for people to try to exchange their gold at 3,500. So what does that tell you? That if he didn't buy any of those people's gold, right? And he was right because the price did come down. Think about if he had bought everybody's gold. Every ounce he'd be down over 200 and something dollars. Now I know there's scriptures, there's people like Bo Pony saying gold and silver are mine. But God doesn't say that he's going to make the price go to 5 or 10,000 and you're going to prosper from it, right? And people are like, well, people are seeing it in the prophetic. Well, first of all, maybe it's because God is showing you what is going to happen. And yes, you could try to take advantage of it. But one of the things that this guy said, he said, if gold is that high, that means the dollar is worth nothing. So you're going to exchange your gold for $10,000 worth of useless dollars. Now, to confirm this, because there's a lot of people that think that you're going to be able to exchange your gold and make all this money, which even if it does go to 10,000 and you're lucky and somebody buys it, you're actually going to make a lot more money in the crypto and stock markets than you are on gold. And if during a short squeeze, physical gold, nobody's going to buy your physical gold during a short squeeze. Your paper gold might be one thing, but your physical gold, no. Nobody's going to buy it. I want you to ask these questions. I want you to find a gold and silver dealer and ask these questions, your nearest one or where you think. Because some people, where they live, they're going to be very limited. You guys, some of you guys are ordering gold and you guys live out in the country. And the nearest gold and silver dealer is, 50 miles away. And you're going to drive there thinking you're going to have all this money, and then you're not. There's nothing wrong with holding physical silver and gold. Nothing wrong with it at all. And I don't discourage people just from having some. But don't look at it as an investment vehicle in order to make you rich. It's either going to be a hedge against inflation, or, yeah, you might be able to make a couple $100 off of each ounce at some point. When Clement was talking about the dinar revaluation, when he says it hasn't been time, hasn't been time, hasn't been time, and then suddenly, in that same prophecy, he said, don't hold too tight onto gold.
By the way, I'm hearing something in the spirit. What is the denari? Okay. Hasn't been time, sudden change. So, for those that are investing, I cannot tell you to do this or purchase them, but for those that are holding on, nothing, and then suddenly something. Okay. Don't hold too tight onto gold. Look, I'm not an economist. Trust me. But I hear the word of the Lord sometimes. Don't rely too much upon it. God is opening other doors as well. Don't forget to look at the tree. Don't forget to look at the oak tree. It is also a symbol that God spoke about. So what are you talking about? Why would God tell you this? Because I'm a prophet. That's why.
Now, Kim Clement, when he's prophesying about the dinar, he mentions gold. So during this time period, when the dinar is going to revalue, he's telling you not to rely too much on gold. What is happening, especially within the Christian wealth transfer or the Christian financial realm, dealing with the markets, there's a lot of people making a lot of prophetic promises that are not going to come to pass. And people like Bo Pony that promote these kind of things, he's already misleading a whole bunch of people anyway, because he's using scripture and applying scripture falsely to gold and silver. Yes, gold and silver are God's. Everything, the whole earth belongs to God. Doesn't mean that he's going to cause the price to go up. God is showing people, yes, it's going to go up, right? But don't rely too much on it. Make your money, get out. And see, there's a lot of fear that a lot of these people put in you. Oh, the dollar's going to crash. The dollar's going to crash. So I'm sharing this story because I don't want you guys to focus watching videos on gold and silver. I don't want you guys to focus your investments all on gold and silver. I'm not a financial expert or financial advisor. I'm telling you from my perspective as an investor in the things that I see from the research. And so this is all my personal opinion on all this. But if you think that gold is going to go that high and you think that you're going to be able to sell it, I want you guys to go to some of the nearest gold and silver dealers and ask the same questions. If gold, first of all, is going up in a short squeeze, would you buy it if I came in here and it was at 5 or 10,000? Even if it goes up slowly, maybe not over a period of a few days or a few months, maybe over a year, it goes from 3,500 to 5,000. And what's going to happen is when gold hits 4,000, people are going to tell you to buy gold because it's going to hit 5,000. And when it hits 5,000, they're going to tell you it's going to hit 7,000 and then 8,000. And then before you know it, gold is going to crash. So don't take it from me. You guys do your own research. You guys let me know about talking to your local gold and silver dealers or wherever you think you're going to be able to exchange your gold at these high prices. And I look forward to hearing what you guys say about this. One thing that really bothers me, especially like if we have a problem with this economy and the stock markets where everything is crashing and people think that this is it, this is when things seem at their worst and who knows what's going to happen. If it's that much uncertainty, then your gold is worthless too, because nobody's going to give up their food for gold if gold is worthless to people. So I hope you guys have learned something from this and are thinking about your plan when gold is going up, right? And you're going to talk to some people in your area about exchanging your gold and silver. I want you guys to do that first before you go out and buy more gold. Even if you buy online, do you think that when the price of gold is going up that high too as well, that you're going to send it in and then they're going to send you a check? Do you think it's going to work like that? Because there are some places that they'll say they'll buy your gold and silver back. Right? But you think during a short squeeze or when things seem at their worst that they're going to buy gold knowing where the price is? These guys trade off the charts too as well. You don't think gold and silver dealers know how the markets work with precious metals? If you plan on exchanging a whole bunch of gold, I pray that you have your plan together on how you're going to do everything. Anyways, that is all that I have for this today. I thank you guys for listening. God bless. TC out.